Look guys, I hate to do this, but every single time you click on one of my videos, it's not going to be always me hyping you up. Trust me, I want to do that, but in this case, I have to slap you on the wrist a little bit and ask you, why are you guys still doing this? There are some crucial mistakes that a lot of you guys are still making out there in terms of your grooming, which as your style guide and apparently your grooming guide, I need to make sure that you're not making any of these mistakes. What's up you guys, welcome back to HP Fashion. If you're new here, my name is Zach Fobbs, and in today's video we're going over 5 grooming mistakes that most guys are still making to this day. Starting with the first one, probably the more dangerous one, and that's thinking that you don't need to do it. Most guys are still thinking that they do not need to make sure that their grooming is in check. In fact, they're thinking that what they're doing right now is just good enough, and that's just getting out of bed, throwing some water on your face, and then hitting the door, which I'm here to tell you, that's a no-no. Not only because it'll keep you looking nice and handsome from now to the years to come, but because having that self-care in your everyday routine is going to be crucial towards your self-confidence and your feeling of self-worth. So at the very least, guys, you need to make sure that you're doing the basics. You're getting up, you're showering, you're brushing your teeth, you're washing your face 2 times a day, in the morning and at night, and following that you are moisturizing. Any other things you need to do, like fixing your hair, keeping your beard in check, whatever it is, make sure that you do have a solid routine. The second mistake most guys are still making is using 2-in-1 products. You know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about those bottles that you can buy at Walmart for like $3 or $4. They're usually like your face wash and body wash, or shampoo and conditioner, or body wash and shampoo, I think is another one, all in one bottle for your convenience, and at such a cheaper price. I'm here to tell you guys, you need to stop using them. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, your boy's kind of a hypocrite.
He needs some milk.
Listen, we're all human. We all make mistakes. And honestly, the only reason why I was using this is because I was keeping my hair at the same style I've always kept it in for years, and I wasn't really trying to pay attention how it really was feeling because of course I kept it so short. But more on that here in just a little bit. But the truth of the matter is we need to stop using those products, fellas, simply because whenever we are using those products, we're cutting corners for the sake of convenience. What I mean is whenever you're using, for example, a shampoo and a conditioner all in one product, you're usually missing ingredients that are crucial in terms of how you want the results for your hair to turn out, if all that makes sense. Essentially, what a lot of these big companies will do whenever they make these products, they will actually cut corners and cut some ingredients out of the shampoo or the conditioner, and just in order to make sure that it can stay in one bottle, thus robbing you of the full experience of what you could be having for your hair in terms of results. My point is, if you want the best results for yourself, make sure you're buying your products separately. You're buying your shampoo in a different bottle, your conditioner in a different bottle. Make sure you're buying your face wash and your body wash all in separate products, just to make sure that you're getting the full amount of ingredients, all the full amount of stuff that you need to make sure that your grooming game is on point. Number 3, not replacing your grooming tools. I'm not talking about your typical brushes or your combs. Those are items you can keep for years down the line without replacing them. Just make sure you're cleaning them out every so often. But I am talking about items that you normally would not think about until something either super gross or super dangerous happens to you. So I'm talking about your toothbrushes, your razors, your shower loofahs, things that you need to make sure that you are replacing on a regular basis. Not only because that they carry a lot of bacteria over time if you do not replace them, thus you are making sure that a lot of gross stuff is getting on your face, causing you to either get sick or something to get infected, but they can be super dangerous too. For example, rust can get on your razors, and when you have just a new layer of skin that you're working with, you do not want something like rust to get in there. That's gonna cause for some serious infection that's gonna cost you a lot of money and a lot of problems medically down the line. Number 4, not trying new products. I get it. When you find something you like, you're going to like it, you're going to stick to it because it works. Believe me, I am the same way. But also believe me when I say it will benefit you tenfold to every so often try out new products that could be potentially better than what you are normally using on a day-to-day basis. But when you have that mentality of just sticking to your guns, sticking to what you know, you are potentially blocking yourself from better results just by trying out a better products or products you never even thought that you possibly could use for yourself, but at the same time, it will work tremendously well for you. For example, I thought I would never have a use for the Forte Series texture clay until I tried it out on my beard. Normally when I use other products like beard balm, beard butter, or beard paste or whatever, it always leaves some sort of weird residue on my beard. I really wouldn't like that because I touch it regularly, my girlfriend touches it regularly, and it always leaves like a weird residue on her fingers, which I didn't like. And it always would leave some sort of weird smell on my beard, which of course would bug me all day long. So when I tried out this product, not only did it keep a nice hold, but it didn't leave any smells and it didn't leave any residue in my beard, and I could just use a little and that'll just take me a long way. My point is, I never ever thought that I would need to use this, but when I tried it out, I absolutely loved it. So guys, make sure that you are just going out of your comfort zone just a little bit. Don't do anything too crazy, but just make sure you are trying out different products. Even if it's super similar to the ones that you're using, you never know if that certain product could be better than the one you're using right now. And kind of piggybacking off of that, number 5, not trying out different styles. Now, I'll use me as a prime example. If you were to look at my pictures from years and years down the line, I think any pictures that exist out there for me, I have always rocked the same hairstyle over and over again whenever I would go to the barbershop. It is the taper fade at the sides and at the back, and just make sure you're keeping at the top at brush length, which of course will work for me. I think it's a pretty solid look, but I recently discovered that maybe it's time for a change. So maybe I need to switch it up a little bit just to make sure that if I need to try a different style, it could potentially work for me, something better, then why not? And I encourage you guys to do the same. So what I'm doing for myself is I'm letting my hair grow out just a little bit taller. I'm not sure how tall I want to do it. Not sure exactly how that's going to look or how it's going to go, what direction I want to go in, but over the next few weeks, you guys will experience that. If you guys want me to document that, be sure to hit that like button on this video, and I'll be sure to make sure I am keeping track with what I'm doing to my hair, what new products I'm trying out, and we'll just kind of just, you know, do this whole thing together. I'm really excited for it. I'm really excited to see how my hair does, and you know, I'm really excited to learn about it. But guys, my point is, make sure you're trying out something new. I know we're in the midst of a pandemic, so I know a lot of you guys have been rocking a lot of longer hairstyles. Obviously, I'm gonna try something similar to that, but you guys need to make sure that you're just stepping out of your comfort zone, because again, you never know what could potentially work for you, and if that's something at the end of the tunnel could be potentially better. But who knows, if it all goes to crap, you can go back to your brush length and your taper fade and it'll be all good. But guys, make sure you're not making any of these mistakes, and I promise you, you're gonna be good to go. But that's it for me today, guys. If you like today's video and you learned something from it, give this video a big thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, I hope you consider subscribing. We're talking about men's fashion, men's grooming, men's lifestyle 24/7 on this channel. I post 3 times a week here on YouTube, 5 times a day on Instagram, which by the way, if you're not following me there, at Mr. HB Fashion, I'll have that linked in the description below. I'm also posting on TikTok 5 days a week. Make sure you guys are following that as well. Again, linked in the description. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I'll see you next time.